yes, 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 yes. I'm a big weirdo. I'm a big weirdo. Yes, 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 yes. I'm a super total weeb. I'm a super total weeb. I'm a cosplay inspector, an autograph collector, a franchise dissector, a merchandise detector. I brought my tent to be first in line. Crowdfund investor, love of adventure. I'll finally meet every idol of mine. Franchise dissector, merchandise detector. Yes, 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 yes. You're a big weirdo. You're a big weirdo. Yes, 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 yes. Join this weird fandom with me. Join this weird fandom with me.
I may not be a 10, but I'm a natural 20. I was lonely back then, here I am one of many. I can't wait till the time when the weekdays are gone. Got a goal, don't wait up, heading straight to the con.
Yes, 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 yes. We're all big weirdos. We're all big weirdos. Yes, 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 yes. And we'll make this one a hit. We'll make this one a hit.
Testing, mic check. Cinnamon buns, cinnamon buns, cinnamon buns. Hello, hello, friendos. My name is Nez, and once again, we are back at it again for some more MonsterCon Sundays, because today, we got another secret ending of Zoe's to do. Hello, hello, Jesse. You're here before the last run of the plane you're in. Good luck, break a leg. Good afternoon, Venus, or evening. It is 12 midnight, where I am at. I just had 5 hours of sleep, and I just woke up an hour ago. So yeah, my clock is out of rhythm. I have some coffee, I got some water, I had some instant noodles because our microwave broke today. I realized that when I figured out that I couldn't heat the chicken. I just had some instant noodles. Probably gonna need to get a new microwave sometime soon. Also, what's up, Dana? So there's that for our little updates. We didn't have a Arknight stream yesterday because I was just resting for a bit. Limited events take a lot out of me. Reading a lot of Arknights takes a lot out of me. The other game that we play, we haven't played Arknights. You should try it. It's one of the only gacha games that I will vouch for, despite having the evil gacha game monetization. I think it's one of the most political, probably one of the most unconventionally woke games that you could play in 2025. At least games that make a bajillion dollars a year that are in any realm remotely close to woke, which is if you know, you know. Arknight is pretty woke. So there's that. What's up, Gabriella? And Dark Lover. Hello, hello. Anyway, yeah. Today, we're gonna be going after Zoe's second secret ending. What do I say about it? As far as I know, it does involve the MERKINGDOM, but that's it. I usually just figure out how to unlock these plot lines. I skim through them without actually reading them. Sometimes I catch a glimpse of some images, and that's what I have to work off with for the thumbnail. But yeah, somehow, somewhere, this plotline is going to be wild. It's gonna feature some returning characters, a new character, which will be fleshed out. But with that said, I think it is time to start. Let's play. Let us play. One player. Can't wait to see the new character. Regular game. The plot is going to be very wet. Let's go with... Now, I want to save these soundtracks when we actually get into the more exciting bit. Let's just go with Kawaii Future Bass for now. Ah, Spooky Con. For some, it was just a nerdy convention, but for us, it was 4 days to celebrate our many passions and obsessions fiercely, unapologetically. And we weren't alone. Regardless of what you loved, you could always find people who'd make you feel seen and understood. Hello, Zala, and Yahaba. We're just starting the game. And we weren't alone. Regardless of what you loved, you could always find people who'd make you feel seen and understood. Anywhere, we might have been seen as weirdos and misfits, but here we could finally feel like, no matter who we were, we belonged. Who are you? So, because this plotline involves either bold maxing, fun maxing, or charm maxing, we've already tried fun maxing. We didn't really succeed though. Charm maxing, I feel like we should probably choose one of these assholes for this run now. We got the DLC. So I think we should at least, let's go play as a Ravi. And apparently the default color that you get with a Ravi is periwinkle. Huh. Whoa. There we go.
Let's win everything.
MERKINGDOM ending time, let's go. Hello, Savi-chan, welcome back. What a dreamy a spooky con was, it also came with its own set of pressures, some of which we already knew so well. At the end of those 4 days, the afterparty loomed over our heads, posing that one evergreen question. Would we get a date for that night? As uncertainty plagued our hearts, we couldn't help but think of the 6 hottest nerds at the con.
Cool.
Zoe, an eldritch cutie who went from endless dating to dark rep. Different game, different intro. And harbinger of destruction to author of renowned fanfic Liam Prom.
That's an awful idea.
Liam the Lion Court, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was a truly lovable dork. They never changed Liam's intro, it's the same thing every time.
Hooray!
Doug Campbell, a kind-hearted slime that was incredibly broke from supporting all the fandoms that he loved. Omen, an evil overlord who was recently freed from imprisonment in exchange for giving up her passion for stabbing people.
I have the perfect cosplay.
Nico Sharp, an over-the-top mimic who preferred cosplay over shapeshifting, even if they weren't the best at getting into character. And April 1st, a clown idol who was contractually obligated to bottle up all of her non-camera ready emotions inside cute mascots. It had to be one of them, but who? We had 4 days to gather some courage and shoot our shot. What was the worst that could happen? Being rejected and alone for the rest of our lives? Ha! We've had our fair share of love and rejection. This surely wasn't our first rodeo. And as we had grown to know ourselves better, we realized we felt more confident. Tell us 3 things that you like. Because we're gonna be bold maxing. We need to be wild. Can't wait to get more Coven lore. Shh, shh. No spoilers. Maybe we'll even get to meet an alternate Zoe. Shh, shh. Okay. Let's see. Which one of these is bold? Okay, I can't quite tell which one of these are bold. Evil lair interior design? No, that's creative. Main character syndrome? That could be, fine, whatever. Either way, it's bold, fun, or charm. So it could be any one of those. Anime monologues is bold. When is a player character DLC you want Mossman? Mossman will be out like by the end of the month, I think. Also, the update to FF14, which I will be finally resubbing. The Evil Lair? You sure Evil Lair is... whatever. Maybe it's creative. Maybe it's not. Ultra layered memes, step on me. Fine. Evil Lair interior design. Choose your top 3 favorite animals. I'm pretty sure the wolf is bold. Well, what should be charm or fun? Maybe the dolphin is charming. And then because the octopus... Because the octopus is kind of kinky, maybe it's fun. You didn't hear that from me. We weren't new to all of this, so this time we challenged ourselves with a goal other than finding love. With the support of Zoe and Liam, we had decided to take on a project we had been putting off for too long. Making our own comic. We had so many ideas, and yet we always found excuses not to work on them. But the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it. Okay, what would be the most fitting comic to do for this run? We've had romance, Mao Shoujo, comic strip, and noir. I think we did noir. So I think we should do either sports or shonen. Let's try sports. You thought octopuses were smart? I think that was the owl. The fear of failure had stopped us for too long, but then we reminded ourselves of the one thing that always kept us going, that we were young and unafraid. And we were ready to start. Okay, let's see.
Step aside, nerds.
Boldness, creativity, and fun. Probably the evil lair interior design was creativity. Okay. So, we could be bold or fun maxing. Let's go to the lobby. Also, Aravi with the Melania cosplay. Sick. Elden Ring in my Monster Prom game? Damn, 2025 is wild. You're roaming around the lobby and you find someone with your exact cosplay. Unacceptable. You decide to solve this conflict the traditional way. A knife fight to the death. The other cosplayer doesn't carry a knife, so he gets automatically disqualified. You win the right to cosplay. You gain 2 boldness for always carrying a knife for no reason at all. And because I'm kinda scared of you. You think the octopus is creative because ink? True. Also, Zoe. Won't be talking, but Let Me Soul Her comes out of the corner. Yep. Hello, zombified minstrel. You're wondering which of your friends you'll coincidentally run into the next time when you see Liam and Omen arguing nearby. Look, as your sponsor, I'm just saying that I don't think you've been bringing the right attitude to meetings lately.
Fuck the redemption arc program.
And I am saying that the redemption arc program is stupid, pointless bullshit, and I want out. Ravi further proving she's a badass with the Elden Ring references. Which room is narrator in? Backrooms. He's stuck in there with the Backrooms mascot. You know you'll have to go to prison if you quit, right? I know, but can I not do what the youths are doing to their jobs these days? I believe it's called quiet quitting. Nope. No, Omen, you can't just quiet quit rehab. Fuck! I hate this! What is the point of being good anyway? There is no point, that's why it's being good. It's just something you have to do. I do not have to do anything. This is just what Big Good wants you to think. Ravi would most likely have mastered Elden Ring. Goodness is a requirement to live in a civilized society. You have to make positive choices and care about other people. I'm sorry, that sounds like socialist bullshit to me, brother. Fuck no, brother. That sounds like some commie bullshit to me. Jesus wouldn't care for others. Objection. I can be evil and care about other people. I care very much for Doug and April and Nez. Just us 3? Well, at least we're not on the murder list. What about me?
Huh.
As I was saying, I can care for others and still subjugate the universe to my ruthlessness. Ruthless totalitarian rule. These are not conflicting ideals. You didn't say whether you like Liam or not. Is he on the murder list? He's on the murder list.
I'm out.
That's not... Oh, fuck it. I give up. Nez, I see you hiding behind that pillar. Make yourself useful and give me an inarguable reason why Omen should choose to live a good life. Liam has a cat face? Are you the only one that sees that? He embodies the spirit of a cat. I can see it. Hello, Skyla. It's cool to have morals, and if you manage to collect all the morals, they let you add a new rule to the rules of conduct. Or, how else are you gonna get a good rating at ratemymorals.com? Somehow none of these feel bold nor fun. It's cool to have morals, collect all the morals, add rules. Either that's smarts or creativity. How else are you gonna get a good rating at ratemymorals.com? Is charm? Let's just go with adding more morals, sure. What? This changes everything! Omen grabs you, you grab Liam, and you all run to the county clerk's office. I'll just need I'll just need you to fill out this form confirming you have all the morals, says the clerk in a dull, monotone voice befitting a government agent.
Oh.
Let us see what we have here. Forgive others, be humble, admit fault. Check, check, check. What could you possibly have done to exhibit those morals? Do you remember when I accidentally stabbed a teenager in the shoulder? Accidentally? You said, "Stop pissing me off or I will stab you," right before you did it. Nevertheless, I admitted to fault for hurting him, forgave him for being a crybaby, and showed humility in not sticking around to finish the job. You're not going to accept this, are you? Sir, I'm about to clock out. If she technically fulfilled the requirements, it's good enough for me. You may add one moral to the list, Miss, the undefeatable Omen.
Genius.
I have thought long and hard about it, and I would like to make it morally correct to punch Liam the Lion Court whenever he says something snarky. Sure, done. Have a good night. Okay, that's not as bad as I was expecting, but it's also the stupidest thing I've ever... Oh! God damn it, Omen, that hurt! Look, Liam, I am a good person. That she is. Time to punch Liam. By all technical definitions, even Liam has to agree that Omen's behaving better than usual today. You gain 2 fun and lose 2 charm for putting her on the path of good. Was that fun? Not fun for Liam.
Ah, my turn again.
Okay, let's head to the lobby to Fun Max. What's our title though? The Gun Haver. Befitting of a Ravi? The Gun Haver. The Gunler. You attend the workshop at the community zone. A renowned hairstylist is teaching top 5 anime hairstyles to hide your bald spot. You thought the Sailor Moon fringe would look good on you, but the Yu-Gi-Oh! Star shape takes the cake. It needs a metric ton of hair gel, but it really does bring out your features. Man, you can't wait to be bald. You gain 2 fun and plus 1 amazing hairstyle. I will take a sip of my coffee before it gets cold. It is lukewarm. You honestly think Aravi could have been saved for one of Omen's endings? You'll see why. There's 32 endings. We'll overlap. It's fine. I just realized 32 endings. We got like 30 weeks of it? 28 more weeks of this? Damn, 28 weeks of Monster Prom Sundays coming. You later exhaust yourself helping Omen and Doug set up chairs for the Liam Prom fan meetup. At least, you get a free invite to the event out of it. Most divine Zoe, we are honored to gather in celebration of your glorious, sexy literature. Hey fam, I appreciate you coming out. And the esteemed Prophet Doug is here as well. Wait, Doug is a prophet for the cult of Zoe? What an auspicious occasion for our cult of fandom.
Yellow.
They're Liam Prom's biggest fans. They're no longer the cult of Zagor. They're the cult of Liam Prom and Zoe. I'm really more of a moderator than a prophet, but it's nice to finally meet other Zoe stans in person. Prophet Doug, we beseech your wisdom on how to show our devotion to Zoe's epic tale. Shall we sacrifice a goat? Perhaps one with a man bun to be... Liam is always the butt of the joke. It's like an easy give. It's like, you need a laugh out of me? Okay. Make Liam the butt of the joke. To be most on theme. Yes! Spill the blood of the Liam goat. No, this room is carpeted. Don't do that. Go eat some refreshments and talk about which Liams are tops and which are bottoms. That'll bring me the most pleasure. It is an honor to receive a missive from the goddess herself. To the snack table, boys!
Ooh, I fucking love this.
Zoe, I finally see the appeal of this fan fiction thing. You never told me it garnered such a strong following of minions. They're not minions, Omen. They're fans. I don't order them around. I just turn them on with my writing. Well, That's one way to put it. What's the point of that? Surely you indulge them in at least some recreational torture. She tortures us with her cliffhangers, maybe. She hangs all of you on cliffs? Zoe, you mad lass. I knew you still had some evil in you. Damn, there's gotta be a way to make Omen understand what being in the fandom's all about. Nez, help us. How do we make Omen understand what it's like to be a fandom stan? When you're in a fandom, no one asks you why you wrote 500 pages of your favorite characters touching butts. They ask when you're releasing the next chapter. Strength in numbers. If you're part of a fandom, you could band together to defeat a horse, if you ever need to for some reason. Did Omen and Zoe know each other in their evil days? I don't think so, because Omen was locked up in an Iron Maiden for a couple centuries. Strength in numbers. Fight a horse. That's bold. Defeat a horse, you say? I mean, you could technically. Fandoms are made of a lot of people, but that's not really a good use of. Doug, you innocent summer child. It's an excellent use of group tactics. Have you ever seen a horse? They're made almost entirely of muscle and can smell weakness. Did you try to fight a horse once, Omen? Maybe. In the hypothetical case that I did fight a horse, if I happened to lose, the only reason would have been because I had a numerical disadvantage. But wouldn't it be 1v1? Horses count for at least 3 people! Well, fandoms are such a friendly community of like-minded people that could theoretically band together and fight a horse. Fandoms are not friendly nor like-minded. Shipping wars happen all the time, dog! No one mentioned FF7. Yes, dozens, maybe even hundreds of people sharing the same passion. I'd say the odds of defeating the horse would be high. You always see Zoe's eye constantly crossing her arms? Okay, now I can't unsee it. Thank you for opening my eyes, my friends. I am forever in debt to you. You know we're not gonna fight a horse, right? Sure, for now. You have a lovely time together. Omen seems to sincerely enjoy the experience. You catch her talking about how fun it would be to fight a horse, weighing other people's reactions. Hey, progress is progress. You gain 2 boldness, and lose 2 creativity.
MVP!
The coalition of fans bands together to fight the common enemy. Fallout fans be like, we worship the ideologies, game, show us not to worship. What are you talking about? Fallout isn't political. Okay, where do we go next? The hard puncher! Yeah, we punch hard, we're the punchler. The common enemy, that being other fandoms, correct. Let's see, let's go to the main stage. Ranking of Best Anime Butts. You sit down at the main stage to learn about your favorite art form, anime. Specifically, ranking the best anime butts. Some of the choices are intriguing. I mean, sure, mecha robots technically have big asses. You would be surprised! You would be surprised at a certain corner of the internet that loves their Transformer sexy fan fiction. Somehow, inadvertently, I happened to follow a few fans of Transformers sexy fan fiction. Not on purpose, mind you, it's just that other content creators seem to have the commonality that they like Transformers sexy fan fiction. What are you implying about me? By the end, you've learned more about the panelists' fetishes in anime, but that ass-centric knowledge still grants you +2 smarts. Sexy Bionicle! I raise you, Bravern? If you don't know what Bravern is, maybe you shouldn't. Is she firing spitballs? Yes, she's bored. She doesn't like anime butts. Nico begged you in April to accept their extra tickets to Streamer Smash, the yearly boxing tournament for famous streamers, so that's where you go next. Ain't no way! We got an iDubbbz Creator Clash reference in Monster Prom in 2025? Damn! I never expected those two to collide. It's like, also you have to admit that iDubbbz has done a lot of growth as a content creator from his from his edgy 2016 persona to a much more grown up self in 2025. I'm proud of him. Damn, didn't expect the Creator Clash reference in Monster Prom though.
How droll!
I guess this is fun. Watching internet funny men beat each other to the pulp isn't that stupid after all. Yeah, it's super fun. That's why I signed you up to compete.
Uh-oh.
You what? Yep, I wanted it to be a fun surprise. This is not a fun surprise.
The bell rings, signaling the end of the match. What's left of the losing fighter is mopped out of the ring. Wait a minute, I think we saw a scene of this in the actual ending. Yeah, we saw a scene of this in the credits with April fighting. New costume for April unlocked! Boxing April unlocked! Let's have a hand for reigning champion, says the referee. Her next opponent will be April 1st! Is it weird that you're into April as a boxer? It's the armpits. I understand. The one where April can release her monster side.
Yeah, go get her, April. How the honk am I supposed to get her? I didn't train for this at all. Why would you train? That'd go against the amateur fight club spirit of streamer smash.
No, they actually do train. For a long time, for months before their actual fights. Speaking of, never mind. I was just thinking of something else. If she's like Pennywise, then she's the embodiment of fear. Just scare them. How dare you call me out like that? She's stronger than she looks.
Nico, I guarantee you that everyone here trained for this. My opponent definitely trained. Training is just one of the many paths to winning. There are other factors like muscle mass.
Nico, these clown arms do not have muscles. They're built for blowing balloons, if you know what I mean.
I mean, your opponent's surely relying on muscle mass. She's like 3 Aprils big. So this is how I die.
April's looking at you with puppy dog that's being sent to the kill shelter eyes. She's counting on you to help her get out of this boxing match alive. They say never bring a knife to a gunfight, but what about bringing a knife to a fist fight? Tell April that the term boxing is a misnomer. Boxes actually have nothing to do with the sport. This fact may prove useful somehow. Too nerdy. Bring knife.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure this isn't allowed. No, Nez has a point. This is basically the rock, paper, scissors of boxing. Knife will definitely beat fist. I agree with you at least. Also, I don't want to die, so I'll do the knife thing. Fantastic. Now we just need to get you a knife. Don't worry, I already have one in my purse for reasons.
Just a pocket knife for reasons. We're not gonna question that.
Good call.
Oh, nice. You really came prepared to box.
Look at this, folks. April 1st is shaking things up by bringing a knife to the fight. This could be our biggest upset yet. What's this? It looks like April's opponent brought a knife as well. This'll be a match for the history books.
Well, it was nice knowing you all.
Well, it's a knife fight.
April, don't panic. Remember what Nez said. Never eat burritos before doing anal? It was good advice, but it's not helpful right now.
That is good advice.
No, the other thing. Never bring a knife to a gunfight. Oh, right.
We're having guns now. April reaches into her purse, pulls out a pistol, and shoots her opponent in the chest. Not gonna question why April has both a knife and a pistol in her purse.
Incredible! April 1st is our new champion. Do you have anything to say to all your fans?
Honk honk.
Thank you all so much. As your new champion, my first order of business is to retire from wrestling forever. Honk honk.
April treats you and Nico to some burritos to celebrate not dying. Sadly, that means there's no anal in your immediate future, but at least you gain 2 boldness and lose 2 smarts.
I think this is my checkpoint.
At least we got 2 boldness. Fair change! Fair change! The badass! Okay, where do we go to next? Let's go to Hotel and Outdoors. She's making her Melania costume. Also casual Arabi.
You're chilling in your hotel room and decide to browse the room service list. Wow, they have all sorts of kinds. 6 packs of beer, lots of shoelaces, even the very concept of creativity. Huh, that last one is expensive, but since money isn't a stat anymore, it'd be a net gain, stat-wise. Shortly after, someone brings your 2 creativity and several shoelaces. Imagine all you could do with this. Later, you and Liam are drinking boba tea in the courtyard when Nico runs up to you, their kimono billowing dramatically in the wind.
I need your help, Liam. I'm having a crisis.
No thank you.
It's an acting crisis. I need help from a fellow thespian soul.
You have my attention. That easy.
I'm cosplaying Jade the Ronin today, but I'm having trouble getting into character.
Jade the Ronin. Who's this supposed to be? Is this supposed to be Kenshin? No, it's not Kenshin. Who else would have an X on their chest? Zoro? Zoro doesn't have one eye. Maybe it's an amalgamation of every single samurai anime character.
Jade's just so hard to relate to. They're so quiet, so angry. What's the word?
Oh, Demon Slayer. Oh, okay. Wait, one eye? No. You think it's just a trope?
Jaded? Nah, that's not it.
Okay, here's a tip for you. The trope of the Ronin is often characterized by their ostracization from society.
What? Jade the Ronin isn't an ostrich, silly.
That's not. Okay, let me put it differently. You need to tap into your sad, serious side.
I don't think I have either of those sides, though.
Dig deeper. Haven't you ever felt like the whole world's turned its back on you, and all you could do is turn your back on the world? Liam? Do you have some issues we need to talk about? Nico is actually amazing at cosplay.
I guess I was pretty bummed when I dropped my corn dog yesterday. Is that anything?
I'm sorry, Liam. They can't relate.
I'm out.
Well, I'm out of ideas. Nez, you got anything to help Nico get into character? Ronins are defined by their lonesomeness. Send Nico to live alone on a mountain for 3 hours to harden their spirit. You have to show that there's a heart behind the tough facade. Here, take care of this baby I found. Liam did have a villain arc once upon a time, yes. A long time ago. In a different season of the Coven. Everyone has issues. It came free with your monster prom. Nico, you must live alone on a mountain for 3 hours.
Now you're talking.
That sounds awesome. Are there any mountains around here?
I think I saw a grassy hill a few blocks away. That's close enough.
Farewell.
Now go on. I need silence to think of the perfect caption for my boba tea food pic.
Okay, sweet. I'm here. Gonna chill on this mountain to experience loneliness in its purest form.
Victory!
If Jade can do it, I can do it too.
Hello, Crazy Blocks. Finally, you were able to join the stream. Welcome.
Damn, this is boring.
I'm gonna sneeze. Hold up. I'm muted. Should I caption this with a song lyric? No, I've been using that as a crush lately. Hour 2, it's really setting in. Nobody's coming for me, nobody misses me. I am now and perhaps always will be alone.
I must restore my honor.
I practice my sword forms. I meditate. I wait for greater purpose to reveal itself to me. As I record this diary, it's a relief to hear my own voice again. What if I captioned it with the tagline of an obscure French movie? That would be creative. Hour 13, I made a friend of Grass Clumps, and I named him Grassy Son. Sadly, he betrayed me, so I had to use Sword Form 28 on him. Even though Grassy Son's soul is now split into 7 pieces across the demon realm, I'm grateful for the lessons he taught me. Now add a T emoji. Which T emoji? I had to sneeze again? Also, you've been here for 13 hours choosing the caption you'll put on your moment, Graham. Venus, I missed your joke. I have no idea what you're talking about. Liam, Nez, I miss you so much. Nico wraps you and Liam in a crushing hug, causing Liam to drop his phone and close the moment, Graham. You're right. The loneliness really helped me get into character. I even stayed out the past 3 hour the 3 hour mark.
What?
What are you talking about? You were barely gone for 40 minutes. Oh well, I guess time crawls when you're away from your friends. Sure. Mission accomplished, sort of. You gain 2 boldness for helping Nico get into character, but lose 2 charm for all the sanity you lost being alone. Okay, that's what we get for having 4 charm, by the way. Fine, we'll stick with it.
My charisma's pretty high. Do I get a discount?
Good thing charisma isn't a stat. Our charm is pretty low, though. Coffee finish. Zoe. Let's go for a walk. Ooh! A cute jaunt in the park. You and Zoe take a lovely stroll in the park. Wind up talking about your lives outside the con.
Do you think there are low-level monsters in the bushes?
Zoe says that she's been doing a lot of work with the Redemption Arc program to right the wrong she's committed as a deity of despair. Apparently she and Liam are working on some kind of big project. No spoilers, haha. Dang, whatever she's up to puts your big goal of shooting a beehive with a slingshot from your bedroom to shame. But good for Zoe anyway. No spoilers, narrator said.
Draw your weapon! Get it?
Here we are. The con is a whirlwind of creativity and overstimulation, but somehow you find time to work on your comic. Time to brainstorm. What's stopping you from fulfilling your wildest dreams? You accidentally glued your hands together, a magical talking dog told you not to fulfill them. You're too focused on being a babe magnet. Wii Sports. Wait, I thought that would be bold. Wii Sports is fun! Or what did you get kicked out of the bowling alley for? Or moaning every time you put your fingers in the ball's holes. For making very believable horse sounds. For licking every ball to make sure they're balls and not cake. It's called the scientific method. For stabbing your opponents in one eye to mess with their depth perception. Let's go with stabbing. Bold maxing. It's also not bad to have fun. We'll need fun also. You could fall back on fun.
MVP!
But specifically, we also need it for like the second stat check. Let's go to, for day 2, first event, the community zone. You attend an indie tabletop game showcase and get pulled into a Euro game based on the classic party game Never Have I Ever.
It's like the original game, but there are different point values assigned to the severity of your missions. There are also sudden death rules, a phone a friend mechanic, and a robber, somehow. 2 hours later, you've decided that never will you ever play this game again, and you gain 2 fun hearing the embarrassing things that the other players admitted. Later, you go back to the hotel room, only to stumble upon Liam and Zoe meeting with the Coven!
Liam, Zoe, and the Coven? Hey, Nez. What is this? A reunion episode? Right? Zoe, don't encourage her. So, what's the deal then? Don't worry about it. It's unimportant. Hello, kitty. Welcome back. Unimportant? You know that Liam here arranged the Redemption Arc program, right? It's a program to help villains to turn to the good side. That's only half of it. The second half is to recruit those of us who manage to complete the full Redemption Arc and create a mercenary group for the Coven. You mean like the Thunderbolts * New Avengers? Bro, I never even got to watch Thunderbolts and they already changed its title. Sure, okay, got it.
Zoe, god damn it.
What? I've always wanted to be the side character who provides the shameless exposition.
Can we focus? Liam, you summoned us to... What? Tell us Zoe is ready to join this group of yours? Yes, essentially.
Oh, so Zoe and I are joining. That's why you called me.
Nope. What? I didn't call you, Nez. You're not even a villain going through a redemption arc.
That's the nicest thing anyone said to me. I'm not a villain? Right. I could go murder some people so I could start a redemption arc? Yeah!
I'm starting to regret this. No, wait!
Take care.
Nez, I have the first mission for you. You must leave this room and, bring us some coffee. Liam shoves you out of the room, which proves this is a super important, urgent mission he's assigned you. You can't fail him in this time of need. How should you prepare the coffee?
He just said you're not going through a redemption arc. No. He meant that I'm not a villain. No. I'm not a villain. He said so.
Yeah. Don't take this away from me.
Which is like magic, and you know how to brew a coffee so strong it could raise the dead. Nothing more magic than that.
You could swear you saw Liam winking when he asked you to make coffee. Maybe that was a code for you to bring your signature tequila shots instead.
Yeah, probably. Hot coffee, wink wink. Let's get some fun. We're fun maxing and bold maxing.
You prepare your signature tequila shots and rush back into the hotel room, since you don't want to miss anything. I don't know, Liam. This plan sounds good on paper, but in practice, these missions are too risky for anyone but the Coven to take care of. I've been with you for long enough to know that you three tend to spread yourselves too thin. He's not wrong, Joy. Still, Zoe is untrained for these types of quests. True, but at the same time, she's one of the most powerful entities on our side, even despite losing a good chunk of her old powers.
Wink wink. Hello, Dark Lover. It's true that we could use some help. Yeah, I could help. Otherwise, what? You wait until it's too late and you're overwhelmed by dangers and enemies, and we all know how that ends.
Meh.
Probably with Hope dying. Again. Hey! Spoilers to a different plotline in a different game. If you want to find that out, we have a whole playlist. Just look for Hope's secret ending. What? It's true. Coffee is here.
Nez, I'm pretty sure that's not coffee.
It's tequila shots, baby! Yeah, I know, but you gave me the special wink.
What? What are you talking about? This is serious. We can't be having shots. Liam throws your tequila shots away. This makes you think you two should work on your signals. For the upcoming missions together. Listen, Joy, I think Liam has a point. You tend to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. It has cost us in the past.
And as annoying as Zoe can be, she's not wrong. I'd prefer not to die again. I think we all agree you should dispel your doubts by assigning a relatively low-stakes mission for Liam, Zoe, and myself to take care of.
Nez! Okay. We'll try it. Maybe you're right. You gain 2 fun for preparing tequila shots, even if no one got to enjoy them. You also lose 2 smarts. Who needs them smarts anyway? Not long after, the meeting comes to an end and the coven leaves. You're excited about your upcoming mission. Liam keeps insisting that you won't go on the mission, but you know him well enough to know that he's being ironic.
Gotta get some XP.
The boss! Bold maxing. We don't need 3 smarts, 3 charm. We're a himbo. A shimbo. Himbres? Bimbo. Somehow that came out more misogynistic than I realized. Anyway! Community zone. You're roaming the con lobby. Con lobby. Herbo. When you notice a streamer right in front of you. You turn around to avoid the camera, but there's another streamer right behind you too. You're caught in a streamer crossfire. You're technically in 2 places at once. You feel imbued by the power of omnipresence, or at least, bi-presence. Then one of the streamers leaves. You're just a rando in the background. Still, you've experienced twice the power of any mortal, which gives you 2 boldness. You decline to attend the fandom mixer at a nearby cocktail lounge and find Doug there, scrolling on his phone and talking to himself. Good evening, sir. How are you? Nah, I should be more casual. Hey, homie, what's good? No, too much. What you doing, Doug? Oh, hi, don't laugh because I'm checking my list of conversation starters. Making conversation can be hard, so this is a great life hack I thought of to always make a good first impression. What conversation starters have you already come up with? Here are my favorites.
You're insisting on going on a dangerous mission when Liam insists the opposite? With my smarts, it tracks. Yes.
I love your coat. Where'd you get it? This one works best if they're wearing a coat. Bonjour. That means hello in French. I use it when I want to sound well-traveled. Has anyone seen my jet ski around here? I'm saving that one for whenever I get a jet ski. I love it. I'd definitely follow up on that conversation if I knew you had a jet ski.
I don't know.
Thanks. I'm not sure though. These sort of events always make me seem so nervous. But you're good at getting people to like you. I mean, it worked on me.
He's too good for this world. He's too good for this world. He's not smart enough to have a healthy air of suspicion around us.
What? Nothing. What I meant to say was, do you know any good conversation starters I could try?
Sure you do. Dazzle Doug with your own conversation starter.
Do I have a favorite character? Polly, Zoe, and a character which I have not seen since the very first game, Mr. Feel the Eel. Feel the Eel is my crack favorite character. Also, Slimy, the green slime mans with the interchangeable faces. Have you heard of carcinization as a proven form of convergent evolution in which non-crab organisms evolve a crab-like body plan? Any plans for when you become crab? Is this the second time they've used this punchline? We had another crab event in a different event.
If you could go back in time and stop your parents from ever meeting, do you think I'd have a chance with your mom?
Time for crabs again. We become crabs, chat? Reject man? Become crab?
Good thinking.
There's an achievement for unlocking all the crab events! Great idea! It's always cool to start conversations with a fun fact. I'm gonna try it out.
Doug approaches a stranger with a confident swagger in his step.
Slime to meet you.
Hi there, my name's Doug.
Hi, Doug. My name is...
So, have you heard of crystallization? It's a proven form of convergent evolution in which non-crab organisms evolve a crab-like body plan. Any plans for when you become a crab?
Oh, wait. What? Is this happening soon? I have a dentist appointment in 3 weeks. Crabs don't even have teeth, do they?
Crabs! Become crabs, chat! Not as far as I know. It's okay, you still have time to call and reschedule.
I guess I'll have to... Oh, fuck. I haven't prepared for this at all. What are you doing for when you become a crab?
I think I'll take up jogging. I couldn't get into it on 2 legs, but maybe when I have 6, it's bound to be easier.
Jogging. I'd be into that, yeah. Maybe we could form a jogging club with the other crabs or something when the time comes.
I'm in! Are you on Twitter? Let's follow each other while we still have thumbs to type with.
Doug swaps Twitter handles with his new friend, then runs back over to you.
Crabs! Become crabs, chat!
Whoa, that was so cool.
Did you see that, Nez? It went so well. That was an S-tier conversation starter for sure.
And it's all thanks to the power of crab supremacy. You gain 2 smarts and lose 2 fun. It was worth it!
My turn again.
Do we get a special CG scene? If we unlock all the crab events, can we see the playable characters become crabs? Crabs! Okay, we lost a bit of fun, but that's okay. Fair exchange. Let's go to the merch hall this time.
You check out the stands and buy a few comic books. They give you a free tote bag. After that, you buy a couple prints from an artist. You also get another tote bag. Then you buy a cool tote bag and they give it to you in a free tote bag. You gain 2 charm from all these fashionable and free tote bags you have now. You've only had something to carry them all. You, Zoe, Omen, and April are checking out all the cool art in the Artist Alley, as well as some not so cool art. For example...
Yang Yang! Hey, you 3 lovely ladies look like you want to buy a fanzine. Actually,
So,
I'm a lovely lady who doesn't want to buy your zine. Easy mistake to make. Oh, but I'm running a special right now. Buy 1 zine and get 3 free. Don't miss this unique sale, please.
Hard pass.
We didn't even want 1 zine. Why would we want 3? I'll never understand economics. There's gotta be something you want. If you buy a zine, I'll give you my hand, freshly served.
Can you date her too? I'm assuming you can.
Ew. Yum.
Oh, monster, April. Pipe down.
Wait, this might actually be a good bargain. I have need for a new hand. Could her appendage be attached to me?
I just noticed that she does indeed only have 1 arm. Huh.
No, I don't think surgery's that advanced yet.
Oh.
What good is modern medicine then? Cheer up! The hand could have other uses. Maybe one of those wish-granting hands, like the monkey's paw from that cool story I didn't finish.
Please no, not the monkey's paw again. If this zine seller insists on selling your promotion, surely you can come up with a better one. She must agree to act as your champion if you ever decide to solve a dispute through trial by combat. You've always wanted a pilot license!
Her hand! In marriage! Not yet. Not yet. We're not romancing Yang Yang just yet. But we will challenge her to combat for bold maxing. What stat would we even get with a pilot's license? Sounds fun though. Actually, wait. I think we have enough boldness. Let's just make sure our fun is also high enough. We could balance out boldness and fun. Pilot license might be smart. Okay, you convinced me. I got one guide in chat. Boldness it is.
Yes.
Well thought, Nez. Normally I prefer to fight my own battles, but a champion could certainly come in handy. Done. Seems easy to me. What are the odds you're gonna need a champion anyway? Higher than you think. What do you say? Gang, wanna go taunt someone and start a dispute? Don't threaten me with a good time.
Starting disputes turns out to be incredibly easy when you put your heart into it. This makes you realize your friends can be impressively annoying. It also makes you realize that SpookyCon has a trial by combat arena in the basement. I'm sorry, Yang Yang, you have to fight in the streamer smash now.
So you offered to be someone's champion if they bought your zine, huh?
Yep.
Same. Consumers just get more and more demanding, don't they? No, Yang Yang is in the streamer smash. She just wanted to sell her zines. Which are, I just realized, R18. Hey, we're not paying you to chat. We're paying you to see someone get dismembered. Good gladiators are so hard to find these days.
All ends well. The zine vendor got to sell a zine and murder someone with her bare hands. You got to eat popcorn and watch a fight to the death. You gain 2 boldness and lose 2 fun.
I was right. The pilot license was fun.
I've sharpened all my weapons.
I think that's too much boldness though, but we are the daring. Let's go to main stage. You attend a panel on how to seamlessly add loot boxes to games. The short answer is you shouldn't. This turns out to be invaluable knowledge. It makes you gain 2 smarts. You want to date the Birdman? I think most of the NPC sprites usually turn out to be Kickstarter rewards for people who bought higher tier Kickstarters. They could add their own OCs in the game as NPCs, if that's what I remember correctly. So that's probably someone's OC you want to date. Hands up in chat if that's your OC, the Birdman. If your OC is actually in the game. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have their OCs in the game through the NPC sprites. Pay 10 monster tokens to open a mystery box with a bonus random amount of smarts. JK. Doug and Nico invited you and Liam to a classic Pokemon's movie watch party happening in the auditorium. You can't wait to relive something so dear to your childhood. You didn't know that was an option? Yup, the Kickstarter was a long time ago, but I did remember that if you paid a lot of money, you could have your OCs in the game. It was originally for Monster Prom 2, but then Monster Prom 2 split off into 3 other games, including this one. Welcome, Pokefans. Oh no. Before we get started, we'd like to introduce ourselves. We've been hired to represent Morechips, Pokemon's newest sponsor. Soon, you can expect to find references to our fabulous products sprinkled all over the IP that you love. Like finding delicious Morechip crumbs all over your furniture. What's going on? Is Morechips gonna own Pokemans now? Pokemon used to be the cartoon that brought me joy on Saturday mornings. I never thought its real goal was to make money. So Pokemans is a brand now? That blows.
I mean, Pokemans was a brand already, to be fair.
What?
What?
Art is dead.
Do you understand cartoons and games are products that, although creative, aim to make money?
Yes, Liam, but you can't just pull the curtains and reveal how the magic and sausage is made. You can't just be like there is no ethical consumption under capitalism, bozo! You gotta leave some magic for the children! What that leech woman mouth do? Not yet. Different secret ending. Not yet. No way! Pokemans has always been about the power of friendship and catching all the Pokemans, be it in the form of a toy or a t-shirt. Consumerism. Wait. So everything that brings us joy is actually owned by brands? How deep does the rabbit hole go, Liam? Are we owned by brands? Well, it's a good thing Beautiful Glitch is independent. It depends. How many online tracking cookies have you accepted over the years?
No!
It's one thing to open your friends' eyes to the capitalist hellscape, but you'd rather not completely break their spirits. Think of a way to calm Doug and Nico down. Trust the cycle of late capitalism. Before your existential dread runs too high, a brand will surely release something shiny and new to distract you. Build the ultimate defense against the dreadful claws of brands. A pillow fort. I'm pretty sure we did this event already in a previous run, but since we're gonna need some fun, we're gonna run it back with the pillow fort. In half an hour, you and your friends have built one hell of a pillow fort. You all hide inside. I'm scared. What do you think's happening out there? Just then, someone knocks on the entrance pillow. Doug moves to open it.
No!
Stop! We don't know who that is! But it could be someone like us, needing refuge from late capitalism. Or it could be a brand trying to get inside. Please let me in, Doug. I'm just a little girl. It's scary out here. See? She's just... I never told you my name. Doug, I have your favorite chips out here. Now in a delicious, cool ranch flavor. It's 2 bags for the price of 1. Let me in and I'll show you. No, go away, evil temptress. Dougie, it's your mom. Come out here and sign up for this monthly chip delivery service. If I get a new subscriber, I'll get a big discount. Do it for mommy.
No!
No, get out of my head. Doug, it's me, famous Hollywood actor Chad Britt. I tried these chips and I gotta say,
Stop it!
I banish you from these grounds and demand that you leave my friend alone. You wouldn't want to anger a true vampire. Yeah, Liam's scary when he's mad. He knows lots of big words to tell you how he's mad. Fine. I'll be back, Doug, with new flavors. Phew. Thank you, guys. It took a lot of willpower to resist those chips. You all vow to stay safe from capitalism in the fort together. At least, until there's another cool panel that you want to see. You gain 2 fun and 2 smart and lose 2 smarts. Legally distinct Chad Britt. And it's time for the shop with Yifeng. Well, if it isn't my favorite customer. Well, actually, you aren't my favorite doll. But you might be if you pick up a box already. Let's see. Now, because this event is kinda complex and we don't wanna mess with our stats by fucking it up with any of these, I think we're gonna have to take the most boring call and just take Dull Daniel Does Nothing. Because we don't wanna mess with our stats. We need boldness and fun. Are they dateable? Is Yifeng dateable? Yes. Yes, Yifeng is. Ah, yes. Dull Daniel does nothing. These figurines do literally nothing. The choice for those who don't want the unexpected to hit them in the head. A classic. Dull Daniel does nothing. Gotcha! Wait, nope. It literally does nothing of consequence. There is no effect. You can keep playing. You can keep playing as usual. Nothing happened. Pleasure doing business with ya. Day 3.
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Another day, another morning to devote to the comic you're working on. One Punch Man? The face is similar to Saitama, yes. And also Mob. Generally just one's art style, but yes. Time to brainstorm. What's a recurring nightmare that you have? You're part of an arranged marriage with 4 people. You borrowed your dear grandpa's farm and you can't remember where you put it. You must play a sports match, and the losers get their legs broken with a pipe. You're forced to eat a very long sandwich. Since I think we have enough boldness, let's try to keep our fun up at least. I think the long sandwich is fun. Yeah, pretty sure the sports match is boldness. But we want to balance our boldness and fun. There we go. What is the intrusive thought that you have to fight every day? The urge to buy a boomerang. The weird compulsive need to doodle a big menacing wolf dongs. The idea of spiders. Not actual spiders. Just the conceptual idea of spiders. The compulsion to become an English major. Dongs. Either this is bold or fun. Boomerang might also be fun. But either way, it shouldn't matter too hard. There we go. Balancing out. Perfectly balanced.
Let's unlock some map locations.
What title do we have? Gotta be fucking kidding me, dog. We have 2 almost min-max stats, and you have to use my smarts to give me my title? Oh, okay, dog. Well, okay then. You're walking around the lobby when you suddenly hear, "Look, it's Nez!" When you turn around, nobody's looking at you. They're looking at somebody else, somebody who's cosplaying you. When did you get famous? Are you part of a beloved video game franchise? And more importantly, did that guy steal your clothes? There are too many questions in your head right now. Here, you'll need 2 boldness to go on with your life without asking them. After that, you go back to the hotel room as you've been cursed with a periodical need for pooping. Much to your surprise, you stumble upon Liam, Zoe, and the Coven, and Adrian, Royal Knight of the MERKINGDOM. Here we go. Wait. It's time to change the soundtrack. Great, I broke it again. Fuck, I broke it again. Well. I'm sorry I broke it. Well, surprising that this bug still remained after 3 weeks. Well, okay then. F for the music. Maybe we could fix it by quitting? Wait, yeah, hold up. I broke it. Continue.
Such big stats.
There we go. Wait, what did we choose? Boldness? Yeah, boldness. Okay. Here we go. Music up. Get ready. Plotline starting. Also, don't forget to drink water. It's summer. Don't forget to hydrate, unless you want to dehydrate. Oh, our second meeting was today? Liam, you forgot to text me about it. I didn't. Greetings. I take it that... Wait. Let's give him a more badass voice. I take it that she will join us on our mission. No. Yes! Liam, please, we don't have time for these shenanigans. We gotta keep this going. Fine. Nez, you could say, but be quiet. So, as we were telling you, we have recently been in contact with Adrian, who represents a growing faction within the MERKINGDOM. We've been operating in secret for some time now. Our goal is to upend the tyrannical reign of our rulers.
Wait a minute! He's part of the resistance? You mean we might see Mr. Feel the Eel again? My favorite character?
Wait, that would also mean that they're gonna try to kill Miranda.
Historically, it's been hard for the Coven to intervene in MERKINGDOM politics. We're all well of the terrible ways of the Vanderbilts, but they could turn out to be an enemy too strong for us to handle. And we can't even risk weakening their forces too much, as they play a pivotal role in protecting the monster realm from old deities. Oh, the lore drops! They what? Huh? It has always been a hard place for us ethically. Then what's changed now? You changed, Zoe! Because you transitioned into a human. You're no longer a threat to monster kind.
Which means we now have an excuse to overthrow the Vanderbilts.
This is surely not the first attempt at the crown, but this rebel group seems to be different. Adrian? We don't ignore that the rebellion that attempts to remove the crown might be fated to failure. That's why our strategy focuses on retaining stability by not removing the Vanderbilt from power. Huh? You're not gonna remove the Vanderbilts? What if we could flip a Vanderbilt to our cause? No way! We're gonna flip...
I don't think Miranda could be flipped.
Maybe one of her sisters, though.
You do the sensible thing, which is to start rolling over the table in a display of proper excitement.
Farewell, friend.
Nez, I think we need your expertise. Could you prepare some coffee for our guests here? That is my expertise!
He shoves you out of the hotel room. It's clear he trusts your innate skills for coffee serving. So you run into the coffee machine with a plan in mind. Make Adrian feel like home by preparing an Americano. It's 2/3 water. This time there's no doubt. By coffee, Liam clearly meant your signature tequila shots, like last time. Classic Liam. Hell yeah, tequila shots. Shots.
We tried it once. Who says that we can't try it again? Also, what's up, Queenie Dragon?
Preparing your signature tequila shots takes some time,
But you do your best to be swift and go back to the hotel room, since you don't want to miss anything. So let me get this straight. The Coven has been covertly supporting a MERKINGDOM rebellion? Basically. I am dying for this! Who wants coffee? I'm pretty sure those are tequila shots. Potato, am I right?
Liam dumps her tequila shots down the drain. Hey, those were perfectly good. Probably jealous that he'll never prepare tequila shots this good.
So we're overthrowing the MERKINGDOM crown, right? Did I miss something? Nez! This is our objective in the long run. But for that to happen, we must first accomplish a series of strategic victories. Adrian contacted us recently about an opportunity that arose. There's this dukedom on the deep ends of the Merkin, not too far from my homeland. Recently, they've been failing to fulfill some of the most basic duties to the capital, such as paying the annual taxes for the riches that they produced. The crown cannot abide this, and thus I've been entrusted to visit the dukedom in order to make sure they fall into place and fulfill their duties. I'm giving him a kind of mysterious lone stranger kind of vibe, kind of like Sicario or Pedro Pascal in his numerous roles as old man. This dukedom seems to be far enough from the capital that the crown apparently doesn't care much about it. Correct.
They just want for them to abide by their orders and pay taxes. I've been commanded to form a group of knights to bring the dukedom down if they resist the crown's demands.
The plan is for Adrian to ensure that the group is only made up of rebels, then the dukedom take over. I kinda also see him like, what's his name again? Main character of Andor. That's kind of... I got different mixes going into my Adrian right now. Cassian Andor, fuck! I was like, wait, who's the main character of Andor again? Oh right, Cassian Andor. Glup Shido himself. I'm sorry! I haven't started season 2 yet. Also, this whole event plotline is giving Andor.
They're known to be too cruel even by Vanderbilt standards, so we'd be helping the people there. And then we'd turn the place into a haven for the rebellion.
So the idea that you two, 3, help Adrian in case things take a turn for the worse. Still, it should be easy for our first mission since you won't be alone. We can't go ourselves since we can't risk being seen aiding a rebellion against the crown. It could trigger a series of disastrous events that could snowball fast. You can count on us, Joy, Liam, Zoe, and I got this. Our first mission with the Coven.
The Coven and Adrian leave as they must prepare everything for the mission. You gain 2 fun for your signature tequila shots, but you lose 2 charm. You're excited about your first mission. Liam is looking at you with an annoyed look that clearly says, "Nez, I'm annoyed to admit we need you."
I think this is my
Yeah, we can flip a Vanderbilt. Are we sure it's gonna be Miranda though?
What if it's a sister? What if it's a red herring? They're implying that it might be Miranda that we're gonna flip with our romancing powers.
But I wouldn't mind if it's one of her sisters. I remember the secret ending involving her sisters. One of her sisters is a shark girl that did not graduate. It's not our first mission with the Coven, and it won't be our last. First mission as a part of the Redemption Arc program to help out Zoe at least. Now we have the epic music going. I'm not gonna change the soundtrack in fear that it'll break again, which it would, definitely. Our stats are tracking as normal, yeah. All balanced. Ignore that.
You decide to attend a round table on round tables. What a fascinating subject. You discuss the various circumstances of tables, rank building materials, and talk about famous knights that have sat around round tables of old. You also talk plenty shit about square and rectangular tables. Fuck right angles, you gain 2 fun because circles are the most hilarious shape, am I right? Huh? Circles. Later, you attend a roundtable discussion on magic systems with Liam, Zoe, Nico. Time to get your fantasy fix.
It's one of the evil twin Scots. I think Scott's cousin, twice removed. Thank you all for coming. Let's start with some broad topics. Do you all prefer soft magic systems or hard magic systems?
Hard magic systems are obviously superior. Rules are vital to tell a compelling story.
The pack? I'm not quite sure it's a pack. You know, because they come in a pack. And this is just one guy. I hear you, I feel you, I see you. Hear, feel, think? And I disagree. Chaotic soft magic systems where anything goes are more fun. Joe! Yeah, I love a wizard did it stories. Us wacky wizards always doing everything.
I guess I just prefer stories which follow a modicum of logic and structure instead of letting the magic system get straight up ridiculous.
Says the vampire who can shapeshift into a hot dog stand for some reason. Still haven't seen hot dog stand, Liam.
Which is an established rule. Have you never seen me turn into a corn dog stand? No, because that would be stupid.
It's wizard time! Cast Fireball!
I guess. So, do you all prefer systems in which magic is finite or infinite?
Zoe likey.
You mean like how penises only nut once before needing to recharge, but vaginas just keep going until my hand gets tired? I like them both. Yo, nut-based magic system. You're a genius, Zoe.
Well, I'ma sneeze again? Dust allergies acting up. The idea is to create a new magic system as a group, but not that one. We've done this before in a different timeline. You there, you've been quiet. Why don't you present a magic system? Surely you can come up with something more stimulating than what we've heard.
Hey, my system was plenty stimulating.
Oh man, you're about to disappoint the hell out of this moderator, but nevertheless, propose a magic system.
Hello, Nyanka. Fun time to be catching stream? Yes, we are in it. Day 3. We're in the middle of the plot line. So, backhanded blessings, a world in which backhanded compliments become true as if they were curses cast upon your enemies, or STM, sexually transmitted magic. Chat, do you remember which one we chose last time? Backhanded blessings sound like either creativity, because you're coming up with compliments, and STM sounds like fun. I'm thinking sexually transmitted magic. 2, 1, choose STM. Okay, we might be needing to choose STM. We forgo. Got it. We did backhanded blessing last time. Thank you, Venus.
What? No! Why are all of your magic systems so horny?
Ignore him, Nez. I love it. Magic systems should be determined based on what kind of story you want to write. And a story about sexually transmitted magic definitely sounds like something I'd want to binge read.
I don't know if I want to mention it, but
I have read some manga where that is the premise.
and it's pretty good, actually. Like, it's not just smut, it's funny, well written, and it's well drawn smut. But there are manga with this premise, multiple of them, which is why I can't bring them up at the top of my head.
Not bad.
And for once, nobody can complain that the sex scenes are an unnecessary deviation from the plot.
Let's help Nez flesh this out. What magics can people pass around when they do the nasty? What about conjuria? It's gonorrhea, except instead of gross discharge, you conjure dragons and krakens out of your pussy.
Right. Maybe it wasn't that deep into the premise. Very clever, Zoe. What about syphilis, but for psychic magic?
Isn't syphilis just a regular STD?
You've fallen into my pun trap. Stop, Liam! I've outlawed puns. You're going to pun jail. I'm saying syphilis with a silent P.
Dang.
Whoa, it gives you psychic powers and makes your P silent. That's a good spell. My turn. What about wizard crabs?
What?
Wizard crabs, you know, like regular crabs. Great, we're back with the crabs again. Are we gonna unlock the achievement for all the crab events? It's like regular crabs, except the crabs are also wizards. Wait, you mean regular crabs aren't wizards? My assumption was way off.
This is far and away the most productive conversation about sex you've had all day. Good work! Plus 2 fun, and lose 2 charm.
Somehow we landed back with the crabs.
Look at that artifact. Can I have it?
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember the manga I mentioned. The funny one, which involves sex magic. It's really funny. I forgot what it's called. It's probably on my anime list. I'm checking it out. I'm just curious off the top of my head. Checking my manga list. Jesus Christ, I have over 100 currently reading. I might not be able to spot it in this mess. Whatever, dog. The premise is basically that the soul of this nympho crazy prince, they died Wait, no. The soul of this nympho crazy prince is possessing a sword, and then the sword is empowering this female girl failure who became a great adventurer. But because the nympho crazy prince can possess also the girl grows. The girl also kind of gets pretty nympho, and they fuck their enemies to beat them. And she grows a magical schlong. And then they eventually find out that the current queen has the same face as the girl, and the reason why the girl has been a girl failure throughout the entire manga is because the queen has been using secret magics on the girl to make sure that no one recognizes that the girl has the same face as the queen. I remember the premise of the manga, but I don't remember the name. But it's really good and it's really funny. Fuck. Either way, it's probably in the smut section of... It's in the erotica section of Mangadex. I don't know if it's still there because Mangadex kind of got purged recently. Anyway, where were we? Okay, let's go. We're done with fun maxing and bold maxing. Alright, I'll take it. Also, the crabs have ended, chat! Stop being crabs! Oh great, we're back to crabs. You decide to watch a panel discussing fighting game archetypes. Your main goal is to determine which archetype you'd be. Are you a grappler? Are you a zoner? By the end of the panel, you realize that you are the very rare lover, and a highly ineffective archetype for fighting games. Makes sense, you are better fit for a dating sim. Is there a sexy dinosaur manga? All you need to do is ask, there probably is. You gain too smart for achieving such self-awareness. Later, you're walking around when you see Nico surrounded by a group of onlookers in a roaming campfire.
Nico, professional amateur cosplayer.
Witness me, fellow nerds. I, Nico, will now triple cartwheel over this bed of flames. Carcinization! What's up, Giga Chad? Miraculously, Nico completes this stunt unharmed. But the same can't be said for their costume. Their clothes and sword burn off their body. Oh no, they're naked. What happened? I'm supposed to be impervious to fire. Did I go out of character for a second or something? This reminded you of a hentai in which Momotaro is a horny shonen, all their protagonists are hot girls. Who's your favorite character? Zoe, of course. Yes, same. Also, hello, Anna. Who can say? At least I know how to fix it, or rather, I know someone who does. My friend Sasha's a genius at cosplay repair, and he never misses SpookyCon. Do we finally get the reveal of the cosplay medic we've seen? Nico texts their friend who shows up 15 minutes later with a sewing kit the size of your suitcase. Sasha, the cosplay medic, revealed. Okay, so they have their own sprite. They have a name, which means Sasha should be romanceable. They're cosplay medic. If you don't know what a cosplay medic is, they go around cons with sewing materials, cosplay materials, and if anybody's cosplays are having malfunctions, they could fix them for them. I know, I'm sorry, but can you fix it right? You can fix it, right? Look, like you even need to ask. I'll just need to get your measurements real quick. Lift your arms for me. Chest looks good. Shoulders look good. Hips look... Nico's got a box for hips. The Spider-Man is hot. Are they related to Principal Giant Spider? Wait a minute. Very good. Oh! Oh, Nico and Sasha? Oh. Now spread your legs so I could measure your inseam. This doesn't pinch, does it? No? Good. What about this? That tickles! Stop messing around!
Dang, these two have crazy chemistry. You're low-key horny about it until you remember you're trying to score a date with Nick. You sure about that? But how are you supposed to compete with Daddy Longfingers here? It's so over. Okay, I should have your costume ready in a few hours, but I can't help you with the sword. I'm a tailor, not a blacksmith.
But I need the sword. It's not lore accurate otherwise.
We're so back! Now you have a chance to prove yourself to Nico. We don't. Improvise a cosplay sword for them. You can't fix the sword, but you can cosplay as the sword. It shows commitment. It sort of counts as a couple's cosplay. This is the second most important reason you brought a dragon dildo today. Wrap it in cardboard and call this sword. Really? My Fantasy Master 9000? Dang. How'd that fit in the trunk? Either way, fun maxing. You reach into your pants, the pocket you perv, and unveil your huge, majestic dragon doll.
For me? Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh my, that's a thing of beauty, and so apt as a replacement sword. Did you know that in many medieval legends, knights are depicted as taking dragons' penises after vanquishing them? Whoa, why? They apparently made excellent blunt weapons, and the testicles acted as a natural hilt. They were also a valuable status symbol. Nobody wanted to start a fight with a knight wielding a severed dragon penis. That makes sense. Who's gonna say, oh, there's Sir Gallant and his spiked dragon dong. Let's go kick his ass. Nobody, that's who.
Good call.
Now I look like a brave mighty hero that felled a dragon. Thanks a million, Nez.
Nico takes a few practice swings with your dildo and almost decapitates themselves.
Oof, this thing's kinda unwieldy. You mind teaching me how to use it?
Of course I don't mind!
Oh, this I have to see.
I'm sure we'd all love to see it, but this event has to end sometime. You lose 2 creativity, but you gain 2 fun teaching Nico Dragon Dong swordplay. Huh.
Gotta get some XP.
Wait a minute. How did we get the dragon dildo in the first place? That would imply that we killed a dragon and cut off their penis. You gotta be shitting me, dog. What? We're fun maxing and bold maxing. Zero charm ass. Okay. Let's go to... Let's try to fish for another event with Yang Yang.
You find a portrait artist at the Artist Alley. Apparently he can accurately portray your soul. You've always wondered what your soul looks like. Buff, small and cute. Hey, maybe it's ginger hair. No, it's just you with a weird blue glow around you. But hey, that glow sure adds to charm to your looks. You, Doug, and Nico are checking out the app game stands when you spot April.
Oh, hi there.
Hey, April. What are you doing here? Are you into app games too? Oh, no.
Gotcha games? Uh-oh.
God, no. Except that other event where we introduced gotcha games to April. And she got addicted. I got a side gig acting as a hostess to help promote this game, Waifu Crush. You match symbols, cute symbols to unlock new cute girls.
Oh! We finally meet this character!
Is that so? How many symbols do I gotta match up to unlock you, babe?
Oh. Huh. Oh, it's a live streamer.
You're so funny. Remember, we can't kill this one. He's got too many subscribers.
Honk honk.
I mean, buy Waifu Crush, Hong Kong. What? You want me to buy this crap? App games are supposed to be free. The only thing that's free is a heartache, kid. That's how it is on this bitch of an earth. Well, I'm famous, so I get whatever I want. I'm gonna review bomb this dumb game until they send me a free copy to shut me up. Shut me up. Oh, okay. I don't even want to know your name, dog. First review, 0 stars. Not even the hot Pennywise bitch could convince me to play this garbage, lol. Lamau even. I think we should eat him. April? I think you should eat him. Not in the sexual way. I think you should bring him down into the sewers. Give him a copy of a virus someone called Ghostbusters. He doesn't remind you of anyone at all. Eat the ghost. I say we dump him in the sewers. Huh? Yikes. I think this guy's really getting on April's nerves. How can you tell?
Can someone please shred this dumbass in a garbage disposal already?
Call it a hunch.
You hate to see someone get harassed by this douchebag, especially one of your friends that you may or may not want to fuck. Get him to leave April alone. Don't stoop to his level. Ignore him so aggressively he'll start to think he might have ceased to exist in this particular plane of existence. Or perform some breathtaking ikebana and build flower arrangements so captivating they'd make him have an epiphany about the wrongs of his behavior. Nah, ignore him.
Oh, genius!
Yo, good idea, Nez. April Senpai, is your developer hiring any more hostesses? I bet I could do it. Magical girl. Magical they them, Nico? Why would you want to be a dumb girl promoting a dumb game? Don't be stupid, bro.
Oh, wow.
Maybe you could. Your outfit's on point. Can you giggle like a what? Wayfish coquette? Coquette? French word? Are you kidding? I know all about wafer cocknets. Yes, that's how it's pronounced. Hello? Why isn't anybody paying attention to me? I need attention and clout to survive! It's basically a little tee-hee-hee, right? Almost. Try doing it like you saw your crush and you're working up the nerve to show them the comic you drew where you kissed them on the mouth. That was specific. Are you speaking from experience? Tee-hee-hee.
Senpai!
Sugoi! That was perfect! You should apply too, Doug Senpai. Can they not hear me? Did I accidentally pass into the afterlife or something? Fuck! I can't pass on yet! I've got unfinished business! I haven't even taken a dump today!
The streamer runs off to confirm that he is still trapped in this mortal coil, leaving you all to discuss waifu giggles in peace. Teehee. All is once again right in the world. Teehee. You gain 2 smarts and lose 2 creativity. Did anyone hear that? No, it was just the wind. We're back to our wayfish giggles.
My charisma's pretty high. Do I get a discount?
Let's speak with Zoe for lunch. Let's talk about the Redemption Arc program, since that's what this plotline is about. Well, it's a bit boring, but you know, I get it. We're no saints, so it makes sense to try and make up for all our evil deeds. A bunch of us meet up, discuss stuff, and do exercises and all sorts of things Liam has prepared. I'm glad you're all working on exerting meaningful change in yourselves. Totally, but sometimes it can be a bit of a chore. I can imagine. Change takes effort, but I think it's worth it.
Cool.
You betcha, because when we're redeemed enough, we can pass on to the second part of the program, which is much more epic. The idea is to become some sort of mercenary squad with the goal of helping the Coven.
Which is what we're doing.
We'd be redirecting all that power that we harness for evil now repurposed to save the world. Okay, that does sound epic. Right? For now, it's just Liam and I that will soon go to the second part. The rest will have to go to the meetings to prove they're reliable. You're an advanced student. Of course, I'm acing the Redemption Arc program.
Fuck yeah.
I was the most villainous of them all, and now I'm the most redeemed. Top of the class. They look as grumpy as usual, but I think the Coven is excited to have one of the old ones on their side, even if my powers are severely thwarted. Maybe that's what finally tips the balance in favor of mortal kind. Gosh, I hope so. I also hoped we get a cool, coven-like uniform. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Nez, I just thought, if I become coven adjacent, would that count as becoming a magical girl?
I guess they do fight evil, and they are technically magical women.
I guess, technically? Maybe. For what it's worth, you're already a magical girl to me.
Hey, yo, doubly Riz. You spend the following hours brainstorming magical girl catchphrases for Zoe. You feel safe knowing she will soon be protecting the world. Day 4.
The pen is mightier than the sword.
And all of a sudden, it's time for the last brainstorming session on your comic. Where did the time go?
What's the one thing you hope Grandpa never asks you?
To avenge little Lenny's untimely death. To wax his balls as he wants to look handsome once again. To deliver a baby. To help him buy his first pair of pants he's ever owned.
Untimely death.
Blood for the blood god.
More violence, more blood. What would make the NBA much more entertaining?
Balls in many different shapes. Players playing on all fours make better display of their beautiful physiques. Silly hats. A rule that allows 3 stabs per match. Just 3. And now it is time for the finale of the event.
I've sharpened all my weapons.
Should we even check? We don't need charm anyway. We're not gonna need charm where we're going. Fuck me, we're gonna try to romance Miranda. We're trying to flip Miranda to the rebellion with 0 charm. This might be a problem. Let's go raise our boldness. You're at the lobby when a random person mistakes you for a friend of a friend he apparently has met twice in his life. You're too shy to correct him, so you hang together for a couple hours. It's when he's insisting to add you to a New Year's Eve party group chat that you finally gather the bravery needed to explain that you are not who he believes you to be. Better late than never, I guess. Here, have 2 boldness. He still adds you to the group chat. Here you are, in the deep end of the MERKINGDOM. Okay, the music is very fitting now. As previously discussed, you've come to the dukedom with Adrian and his knights. Liam and Zoe aren't with you. They've been assigned to stay close but hidden, to set up a sneak attack. Your mission is to distract the Duke and his men so you can catch them off guard. You're nervous, but you remember Liam's encouraging words he gave you just before coming.
Absolutely not.
What?
God,
No, I've told you a dozen times already. You should not come. Too late. We're here. You think Aravi fits perfectly in this storyline? This keeps you motivated while the Duke welcomes you all. Sir Adrian, it is an honor to have the Crab Knights in our humble dukedom. It's a pleasure to be here. My family estate isn't far from here, as a matter of fact. Ah, I'm sure visiting the deep end of the MERKINGDOM must make you nostalgic. We can assume the reason for your visit. We know we haven't been as quick to fulfill our duties to the crown as we should have been. Yes, as you know, the kingdom requires. Yes, it hasn't been the best season for us, but I acknowledge it isn't a good excuse. My men tell me that, according to their calculations, we should be able to fulfill our duties to the full extent in no more than a couple of weeks. I hope the crown will be understanding of this. They wanted me to make sure nothing was out of. I can assure you, nothing is. But to show you how deeply sorry we are, I've ordered the cooks to prepare a banquet of local delicacies. I'm sure you have missed some of this cuisine. A dinner! Suddenly it all makes sense. All the times Liam sent you to prepare drinks for the guests, he was training you for this moment. Wait a minute! We're gonna serve our signature tequila shots! Of course, Liam always knew you'd eventually become an essential part of this mission. Allow me to prepare some drinks as a sign that the crown and the dukedom can work together. Right, and who are you? You've already rushed out of the dining hall. What should be the perfect drink to aid in this mission? Serve the one drink no one suspects to be poison. A full glass of poison itself. Or, you gotta win the Duke over while impairing his alertness. You know it in your bones. The time has come for your signature tequila shots. So, for those that don't know how this plotline finale works out, we're gonna have 3 different stat checks that we have to pass. As long as you have enough stats for either, you should be able to push through. First stat, obviously boldness. Second stat, fun. We could choose either of these because we maxed out on both. Shots. You roam the castle halls wondering if you should have asked where the kitchen is. But by this point, you've tried many random doors, and you feel like going back to ask when you could be this close to finding the kitchen would make a fool of you. You know, sunk cost fallacy and all that. Moreover, you're feeling lucky with this next door. It's in a very secluded high tower, and there's a subtle glow coming from the door frame. It all feels very kitchenish, no? Dunno, you have been in fewer kitchens than you'd like to admit. Anyhow, no time to second guess yourself. Everyone must be thirsty down there in the dining hall. Behind this door, you find what must be the weirdest kitchen ever. The room is covered in strange sigils that emit a disturbing light. Some hooded people, probably cooks, are whispering strange chants, or probably a recipe in unison. They stop when they spot you, and a horrible screech starts coming from the depths of their throats. In no time, the Duke, Adrian, and everyone else is here. What is all this? These sigils. I recognize this. It's tied to the old ones, isn't it?
What? There are cultists in the Merkingdom for the old ones? The cult of... Wait, I just realized. Zagord is the Cthulhu of this universe.
Oh, Adrian. If only your cupbearer here wasn't this nosy. You could have enjoyed the most exquisite banquet before being poisoned and leaving us alone.
The Duke is part of the cult!
Poisoned? Don't be dramatic. It would have been a mercy. A much more peaceful death than the one you will have to meet now. But, yes, you are not incorrect in your suspicion. We are in the process of inviting a much more important guest to the dukedom. Bringing one of the old ones to the monster realm is not an easy feat, which is why we've had to redirect most of our resources here instead to the crown.
There was a whole conspiracy! They did pay their dues, based, but all of it went instead to funding a cult to summon one of the old ones. Just so you know. Actually, wait, no. Depending on where you live, depending on which country you live, tax evasion could be base, or it could be shameful. It depends how well your government actually uses those taxes to benefit society. This is a Merkingdom, so it's based.
The crown treats those of us in the deep ends as if we were lesser. Well, no longer. In exchange for opening the doors to the realm, we've been promised control over the Merkingdom.
I mean, in their own way, the proletariat are rising up. It's just that they're summoning an old deity from the eldritch realms to help them out, which might not turn out well eventually.
Are you a fool? Summoning an old one means that there will be no Merkingdom to rule over. You're being tricked. Perhaps, But part of being ambitious is being ready to take chances. Now please, do us all a favor and die quickly.
The Duke's men attack you. Adrian and his Mer Knights present a stern resistance, but you're outnumbered. It's clear that Adrian surpasses here in skill, but not even he can take on this many opponents. And you, well, it's hard for you to make use of your drink preparing abilities here. All seems lost. Until the backup comes to your rescue.
Zoe enters the scene.
Liam and Zoe with their official Coven outfits. A sort of Suicide Squad asterisk Thunderbolts asterisk New Avengers type of deal. How come no one invited us to the party?
Zoe, I told you, no invite quips. We're not the Avengers.
But that's half the fun!
Liam and Zoe start slinging knives and spells with such mastery that you feel thankful they're on your side. Things look much brighter with a top-notch knight, a powerful vampire wizard, and an ex-deity among your ranks. The balance definitely seems tipped in your favor, but you feel a bit out of place. Zoe is back-to-back with Adrian, taking care of most of the Duke's knights. Liam is facing the Duke's warlocks. You feel like you should choose a designated opponent too! Just like a shonen fight. Which opponent should we choose? Should we choose the one in the sexy skimpy armor? You can beat them at their own game. Set your signature thirst traps and crush them between your mighty butt cheeks. Or pick an easy target. The Duke's Jester. A life of pathetic mishaps has prepared you to outclown this fucker.
Oh, is that an angel jellyfish? What are they? Are they a stingray? They're some sort of fish. I don't know what they are. But however, we only have one stat that works here. For the second choice of this final event, the sexy skimpy armor mans will need charm. The jester will need fun. This is our only real choice. Let's pick an easy target. Can we out boy failure the boy failure?
Ah yes, this is a fight you could win. Clown versus clown. You two initiate a duel of clownish behavior and pathetic japes. Chat!
The puns! I have recently de-outlawed the puns. Puns are now legal. Comedy is now legal. Puns are our weapons to win this fight.
Banana peels fly, silly noises are made. This is a sight. Nonetheless, the fight goes nowhere, since acting like an idiot doesn't help defeat an adversary. But hey, you're like 80% sure that if someone was keeping score, you'd be winning. Nez, could you take this bit a bit more seriously? We're risking our lives and we could use some help, you know. You can't ever have fun, can you? You take your non-clownish dagger and stab the jester. Happy? Well, yes. Your conversation is interrupted by the Duke yelling at hooded figures.
You imbeciles, start the ritual! But, my lord, the preparations aren't complete. It's a slow process that must be done properly. We're still a couple of moons short. Do you have eyes? There's no tomorrow for us if we don't proceed. Start the ritual or you'll be a couple of heads short.
Oh, yikes. You were so busy fighting to save your lives, you never got to do anything about the room full of sigils and hooded figures. They start the ritual. Before you could do anything, a rift opens in front of you.
Avengers Endgame moment.
On the other side, there's something waiting. Never mind!
We see the old deity. Never mind.
Zoe, isn't that one of...
Yes, it is.
Okay, this is a reality-ending threat now. I called for backup earlier, but I don't know if it'll be here in time.
Uh-oh. An old deity is about to reach into the monster realm.
Dang.
So much for a low-stakes mission, huh? This was our first mission.
Try to keep it from passing through the portal.
I'll see if I can find a way to revert the ritual. It was rushed, so it shouldn't be that hard.
Adrian, would you join me?
It would be an honor.
How is he so cool? How is he so cool with him and his sword and his thick eyebrows? It shouldn't be hard, right? It's just fighting a god.
Adrian, Zoe, and the remaining Mer Knights try to fend off the Old One. The Old One is just extending some of its limbs into the monster realm, but it's still an Old One. It all looks quite dire for you. Maybe now is the moment in which you, a regular person, can tip the balance. But how?
The final stat check of this finale. Appeal to the Old One's politeness and explain that the monster realm closes on Monday, so it should come back tomorrow. Or, what about punching the Old One? Sure, Liam and Zoe both have unparalleled amounts of magic power, but you can punch really hard. First choice is charms. Second choice is bold. There's only one choice in this one for us. We punch really hard. You start punching the Old One. But check this out, you're punching it very hard.
Nez, what are you doing?
I think she's punching the Old One.
That's ineffective at best.
No, Liam, look, she has quite a technique. Look at that punch. That must have hurt.
This encourages you to punch the Old One even harder.
Wow.
Impressive.
You're so motivated that you hide the fact that your fist hurt a bit. Maybe you could punch a bit softer now. Yes, no one will notice, and you gotta recharge your strength.
Liam notices. Yes, somehow we became the monk of the party, and we're punching hard. No, Liam, look, the Old One is slowing its invasion. I think it's working.
Couldn't your powerful magic attacks be what's slowing it down?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Nez's punching. Thank you, Zoe, that's why you're the best character.
The silly banter comes to an end when the Old One manages to take advantage of Zoe getting distracted.
No! Actual cutscene! She got grabbed!
You traitor!
Zoe! She's getting pulled into the void!
Kaboom!
She got saved! Don't fret, you idiots. By hope! Faith, fuck. By faith! The cavalry's here!
You all good? Don't worry about us. We must revert the ritual before it's too late.
Someone's on that already. Hope is closing the portal! Hope, faith... No, wait, no. Hope, faith... This is Hope. The short girl is... Faith? Tall woman is... I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the coven's names. I just collectively know them as the coven. Liam, allow me. I think I know these sigils. Give me your hand. This ritual is well protected, but I think we have a chance if we channel our magic together. Joy, hope, faith. Okay, there we go. This is Joy. The short girl was Faith. This is... Fuck. I'm wrong again. Faith is tall. Hope is the short one. Joy is the thick one. Got it.
Yeah!
Whoosh! Teamwork! They're holding hands! They're closing the rift! It's working! They close the rift. Goated cutscene? After that, you treat yourselves to the banquet they had prepared for you. Minus the poison! You all celebrate, and Zoe tells everyone how your ruse was essential for the victory. This makes you gain 3 smarts and 3 creativity on your ruse skills.
How do you win at a con?
And there we go. Now we can just chill out until the end. Let's go to the merch hall. Still though, doesn't quite solve the fact that we saved the MERKINGDOM, but it's still being ruled by the Vanderbilts. I was about to say Manderville? Hildebrand, Helidor Manderville? We didn't drink the tequila? No, it was a red herring.
You find some teenagers selling their own fanzines. Oh, so cute. You check them out and they are awful. As far as you remember, you had better taste when you were their age. To show them how it's done, you make your own zine right in front of them. What a mentor. You leave it on their stand so they can sell it. They don't seem to like you, but that awesome zine made you... The zine you made nets you 2 charm. I'm just gonna drink water.
Would failing any of those checks give you a different bad ending? I think it just fails the plotline.
Later, you're at the hotel bar chatting with Zoe over drinks. Sparks are flying.
So I said, you can't even handle me at my best. What makes you think you can handle me at my worst?
We've had this event before.
But they didn't listen, so I transported them to a nightmare dimension and turned their foreskins inside out. Serve them right.
Bartender comes by with your next round. Here's your Cosmopolitan, ma'am, he says to Zoe. Enjoy your drink.
You too.
Well, that was embarrassing.
Oh God, kill me now. It's okay. I've done that before. One time at the movies. Nope, this is too embarrassing. I gotta hard reboot the universe, sorry. Oh, wait, no!
Horrifying eldritch screaming. You flinch, waiting for the next big bang to melt your skin off, but nothing happens, and now everyone in your bar is staring at you all.
Shit, this sucks. Can we leave?
I'm so sorry. I'm honestly still getting used to this mortal state. It's been an adjustment.
Don't get me wrong, I'm way happier being Zoe than what I used to be. But it's hard to go from infinite cosmic power to itty-bitty laws of physics, you know?
You definitely don't know, but you feel bad for Zoe. Maybe she can't hard reboot the universe anymore, but there are still lots of things that make mortal life special. You just need to show her one. But what?
Survive a near-death experience together. It's thrilling and something only mortal people can enjoy. Last time we chose to make babies.
Cool.
Ooh, that sounds fun. And I'm like way more killable now, so there's never been a better time for a near-death experience. Cool, how do you want to do it? Maybe we could ride a roller coaster or something. No, I was thinking more like getting attacked by wolves. Isn't that more near-death?
Oh, well, yes, but...
Yeah, you're right. Is it near-death enough? Hang on, I'll look it up. Yeah, there have only been 498 registered wolf attacks since 2002, and only 25 people died from them. What a letdown. It looks like one of the most common cases of death is car accidents, which gives me an idea.
Smash cut to the two of you in the back seat of an out-of-control car.
I don't think I like this, Zoe. What's not to like? Maybe the fact that we're in a car being driven by a wolf.
Awoo! Oh, great. Now chat's gonna get in on it. Awoo?
Love it or love it.
Exactly. Now we can chill in the back seat while we have this near-death experience. Thrilling and comfy.
You cling to Zoe in sheer terror. Ah! She holds you close. It's hot in an "oh my god, I'm too young to die" kind of way. But against all the odds, the wolf's chomping and swiping at the wheel steers you all away from the obstacles until the car runs out of gas. Bark, bark, bark.
Good driving, boy. We should do this again sometime.
Yeah.
Or maybe we could just get food or something.
Bark, bark, bark.
Bow bow? It's a deal.
You all get BBQ to celebrate being alive. You even feed some to the wolf, who turned out to be the most unexpected wing wolf you've ever had. That's not Scott. It's just a wolf. It's not a weird wolf. It is just a wolf. You gain 2 boldness, but you'll also lose 2 fun and 1 voice from screaming so much.
Gotta get the good stuff.
Now, let's go to the hotel.
You decide to hit the hotel bar for a cocktail because you're classy like that. It's a pity you don't know shit about cocktails.
When we've been making tequila shots this entire time?
When the waiter comes, you panic and order up made-up cocktails like a twisted torso, a hug on a hill, or a vacuum cleaner. What do you know? They do have those cocktails. You proved your credentials as a cocktail connoisseur, and you totally get shit-faced thanks to your true creativity for coming up with drink names. Would an eldritch being becoming mortal would be like a human turning into a character in a very basic video game? Or like a human becoming an ant? Okay, that's more apt. Later, you put your nicest clothes on and meet Zoe at the main ballroom. You're her +1 to the exclusive VIP cocktail party for the con's featured guests. She leads you into a room filled with moneyed bigwigs chatting over cocktails. Ah, this event again.
Well, 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 if this isn't the girl of the moment. Hi, have we met before? No need, girl. We know your whole deal and we love it. We're just talking about your... What was it? A comic book? Prom. It does have a few illustrations, but it's actually a fanfic. Sure. You don't have to tell me. I'm a fan. You know, my friend and I know a lot of people in the business. We could totally hook you up. Yeah, you need connections, baby. You're nothing without connections. I think I'm fine. Shh, listen. You can tell us how much are you making with that comic book of yours? 1K? 2K? Also, have you got a $20 bill? Here. Yeah. Anyway, we can totally help you get some engagement going. In 3 months, you'll be making 20K at least.
The Miku shirt, you can't, it's too cute. I don't think there's any more tequila in here.
Okay. Want some of this? Don't be shy.
Zoe looks at you pleadingly. She clearly wants to ditch these dull, condescending jerks, but she doesn't know how to do it politely. This means you need to free her, because that's what +1s are for. Help Zoe get out of this. Last time, we improvised a toast. This time, we'll use our proactively installed trapdoor in the convention center we set up a month ago in case something like this happened. We just need to trick the boars into standing on it.
Great idea, Nez. I totally owe you one.
Blah, blah, blah. Hey, are you taking notes? This advice will be crucial to increase your brand visibility, you know.
Yeah, totally. But let's go somewhere comfier about this to have this discussion. We could be talking for hours after all. Why don't you two stand over there? That looks like a way cozier spot.
Here?
No, scoot onto that square in the floor that looks like a trapdoor. Why? Wouldn't you rather stand in a soft, comfy wooden door? I know I would.
Yes, me too. Makes sense since there are so many different Liams, you can just turn into a hot dog stand.
Then why don't you stand here? Because it'd be rude of me to take the best standing seat in the house? Come on, don't you want to stand on the smooth, supple surface of... What kind of wood would you say it is? Pine? Cedar? I thought it was mahogany. Look at this lustrous sheen under the lights. Really? I think the grain pattern more closely resembles sandalwood.
It's actually particle board. You're a cheap son of a bitch.
Oh my god, they're gonna bore us to death talking about wood. Pull the lever, Nez! What was that you said about a lever?
You pulled the enormous lever that these douchebags might have noticed if they weren't so entranced by the sound of their own voices. At least, now they focus on the 20-foot freefall into the pit you dug several weeks ago.
Wow, Nez, that's a deep hole. I've always liked a woman with digging skills. And expertise in deep holes, if you know what I mean.
You're more than happy to get laid for your love of digging holes and installing trapdoors. You gain 2 smarts and lose 2 charm.
How do you win at a con?
Let's see. Last event before the ending of the plotline. You decide to attend the panel on the merits of soft versus hard magic systems in magical girl fiction. After getting the required dick jokes out of the way, you finally learn a lot of valuable info about world-building mechanics. You gain 2 smarts from all the knowledge and from learning so many new dick jokes. Which reminds me. 38 boldness, the boss. A while later, Zoe invites you to the cafe to discuss her newest project. You can't wait for a sneak preview of the fanfic queen's latest work.
So the idea is, after Space Lord Zortath gets killed in canon, he's reincarnated as a cashier at Walfark. He'll be a true reverse isekai.
Greetings,
Hello, friends. I see you are also patrons of what I've come to call hyperactive bitter bean juice. Did they not have coffee back in your day? No, they did. I just prefer my name for it. What are you working on? Nez is helping me with a new fanfic. It's about a powerful villain being forced to adapt to modern society.
Huh. Interesting.
Fascinating.
Oh my! I find that deeply fascinating for reasons that are not worth examining. Until maybe a plotline later on. What is the plot progression? How does this former overlord adapt to their strange new world? I'm not sure yet, but still in the early planning stages. Can they bring themselves to accept the overpriced inferiority of the taxicab over the vastly superior locomotive? Do they conquer the intellectually barren wasteland of social media, or do they succumb to its insidious brain rot? And, are they successful in their pursuit of happiness?
Huh. That's the Bowie gap right there.
Nez is here to help me answer those kinds of questions. Do you want to help us brainstorm? No, thank you. Creativity is not my strong suit. I would rather listen to Nez's ideas and harshly judge them. Fuck.
Why is it always me? You heard the scary overlord. Pitch a plot for Zoe's new reverse isekai fic. The villain gets one legendary artifact that didn't exist in the realm. Therapy. Or the villain realizes this new world would feel way less confusing and threatening if he rode a big, menacing excavator everywhere he goes.
Okay, chat.
You guys could have this last choice. Putting up a poll. You guys can have this last one. Therapy or excavator. Start the poll. What choice do we go for? How should we move forward with this reverse isekai? Therapy is in 70%. Excavator at a mere. Oh, wait, never mind. Excavator is catching up. Therapy or excavator? I think therapy is gonna win out. Oh. You think Omen could use it? I think we're gonna end up with therapy. Alright. Therapy it is.
Huh. And what is therapy exactly? I've never done it myself, but I think it's what people do when they have mental problems that require professional help. Oh, like hiring a plumber. Yeah, that's it, I think. Therapies are basically plumbers for your brain. I mean, kind of, sort of, yeah. Interesting. My brain has historically been clogged with bad thoughts like a shit-filled toilet. What sort of instrument do therapists use to excavate these mental clogs?
By the way, at the end of this session, I'm gonna make a poll of which new character we want to get their first secret ending for next weekend.
I think they just talk to you about your feelings. Sometimes the therapist makes the patient describe blobby abstract art. For some reason, it usually makes them talk about their shitty dads.
Oh,
how tedious.
dull.
People pay for that kind of treatment. Yeah, weird, right? Maybe they just want the therapist to prescribe them with drugs. Oh, like heroin? I had wondered why modern science disavowed such an effective cough suppressant. Nah, not heroin. They prescribe exclusive designer drugs like Xanax or Zoloft. Whoa, those drugs must be quite strong. They sound as if they were named after ancient wizards. Yeah, modern medicine might as well be wizardry to me. Thank you for all this information. I may look into hiring a brain plumber myself.
Cool.
Go for it, girl!
Well, there's no denying that Omen needs therapy, so you're gonna call this misinformation dump an unconditional win. In to charm for encouraging your friend to get professional help. but he loses 2 bowlings for choosing self-improvement over a dope-ass excavator. And it is now time for the ending of this plotline. Ask Zoe to the con after party, but before that, we got a comic. Finally, the art gang gathers round to put all your pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor. We have Strike. In Strike, we follow Finn, an office worker who rediscovers a passion for bowling. As a kid, he was a rising bowling star who stopped playing after he got hooked on Wii Sports. Now he's back, but he can't win alone. Finn joins the Big Ballers, a small team with big dreams. He soon realizes that while his team members lack experience, they have the most essential skill to becoming champion bowlers: depth perception. Together, they prepare for the Big Bowling Championship. The stakes are high, because if they don't win the trophy, they must eat a very long sandwich. Will these underdogs be capable of beating the Wolfpack, the all-time bowling champions? It'll be hard, but that legendary team has a fearsome edge. They own a boomerang. We're rooting for you, Big Ballers!
If your leader doesn't show up in the next 15 minutes, your team will be disqualified. Ha! Guess that stinky fish is a coward after all.
No! Finn isn't a coward! He's just avenging little Lenny's untimely death!
It'll come, you'll see. You can't even accept you're done for. Give up. Bam!
We never give up! Finn is here! Sorry I'm late, guys. We gonna play or what? Finn made it, but now the team will get penalized by each receiving a regulatory stab in the stomach. Can they win under such conditions? To be continued. And now, the con after party. You go check on your friends. Your head is still spinning from your recent adventure in the MERKINGDOM. That was something, wasn't it? Quite the understatement. But we did it! We kicked the shit out of that loser back into the nothingness. Still, it was close. We must become better. You're not wrong, Liam, but focus on the bright side. Your instincts were right with the redemption arc program. If we hadn't been there, the Coven might not have had the time to go check with Adrian. And then what? Imagine when people like Gerard, Omen, or New are ready to join us. Well, well, well. Even the evil exes. That's true. For now, I'd say we were lucky we had Nez with us, weren't we? Well, I must admit she wasn't half bad at fixing drinks. Liam! You spend the rest of the evening hyping each other up as you recall the highlights of the mission. And we got a sick ending shot of everyone looking badass, saving the MERKINGDOM from one of the old ones. Then you fix up some drinks, and once you're tipsy, you decide to brainstorm cool names for this new group of anti-heroes. A sort of Suicide Squad asterisk, Thunderbolts asterisk, New Avengers type of deal. The room is filled with lightheartedness so common of the quiet after the storm. I mean, they already have a name. It's technically called the Coven. We're wearing Coven uniforms. It's nice to think the world is a better protected place right now. And to think you played a part in saving it today. And there we go. A Brooklyn 99 type of group. That's one way to put it. Before we knew it, the con had ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an entire lifetime. All sorts of misadventures took place, entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disoriented. Promises were made of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we said it didn't feel a bit sad to leave all that behind. But as each of us went our own way, we realized that wherever we went, these people would be there.
with us. And with that came the truth to this day we hold close to our hearts. That no matter where we are, we belong. It's a thought that still gives us warmth, that makes us feel, once again, young and unafraid. And it reminds us that even as years go by, we will always be ready to start.
When you stream, you would not believe.
And there we go! For Zoe's second secret ending, we saved the MERKINGDOM from a
You don't have to fear. It won't
cultish
happen
plot.
with me.
But somehow I feel like we didn't resolve the whole issue of the Vanderbilts. It seems like we got sidetracked with a side mission. I feel like there was no resolution on the whole. Wait a minute, the Vanderbilts still rule this society, and that's still kind of fucked up. Anyway, okay, I'm putting up a poll for who should we sexily romance next time. Sexy romance next Sunday. It's going to be a new character. We're gonna go back and forth between new and old characters. Okay, chat. First choice, Omen. Second choice, either it's Doug or Nico. Fuck it, Nico. Start poll. Omen or Nico? We could continue the redemption arc program through line that we've started today with Omen, or we could take a break and go with Nico. Oh, Omen is up at 58%. Nico at 42%. Who will win? I'll end the poll when we reach the main menu screen. Oh, wait. They're at 50%. The moment it hits the menu screen, I'll end the poll. Oh my god, it's a 50-50. What the fuck? You gotta be fucking kidding me, dog. Okay, we're running it back. Tiebreaker. Omen or Nico for next weekend. Running it back. Omen is way up. 60-40. I'll end it when it reaches. Oh, wait. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Don't. I'll end it when it reaches 14 like last time. There we go. So some people change their minds. Okay, Omen it is. It didn't show the summary in chat. But anyway, Omen won. So we'll be doing Omen's sexy secret ending next weekend. But that will be it for today's run-through of Zoe's redemption arc program plotline. We got to go into the MERKINGDOM. We had a lot of deep lore divulged about the old ones, the Coven. There's a sort of Suicide Squad now. I wonder if that'll be a through line with multiple characters. Pretty sure that's gonna be a through line with Omen's plotlines. But until then, thanking everyone that stopped by today, chilled out in chat, used us as second monitor content, and watched us read through and react to Zoe's second secret ending. Once again, my name is Nez, and thanks for watching. I'm gonna see you friendos next weekend for some more Monster Prom Sundays. Bye-bye, friendos.